Hi my friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Carl and this is the playlist series on rotary tools. This is a Goxawee. I've heard it pronounced a couple of different ways. I'm just going to call it Goxawee. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll probably call it 2 or 3 different ways. I'm not 100% sure how to say this. And if I butcher the name, I apologize. But anyway, one thing I can say is this is not a Dremel. Dremel is a trade name, but it is a rotary tool on the style of a Dremel or several other rotary tools. So, stress this is not a Dremel. One of my pet peeves are people on YouTube calling every rotary tool a Dremel. So, this company contacted me. And no, I do rotary tool reviews. And they asked me if they sent this to me, if I would give them an honest review. So I'm going to do that. This comes from Amazon. I'll put a link in the comment section below on where you can purchase this if you're interested in it. If not, you can at least go there and check it out. Now I'm not sure about the price. I'm guessing it's going to be between $30 and $40, somewhere in that range. So, here we go, 120 volt. Better tool, better life. So, let's get that out of the way. Here we have the box right here, carry case. The top will have the name right here, Goxawee, GOXAWEE, whatever you want to call it. Got these 2 little red knobs right here. Open it up. There we go. First thing I notice is on the top it's got the flex shaft. And I'm using flex shaft as a generic name. I don't know what GOXAWEE's going to call theirs. I'm just going to call it a flex shaft. Here we have the accessories. Let's take this out and put it aside right now. This is many people call this a router, but this is not a router. This is a guide for like drill bits, masonry bits. Now you can put some router bits in this rotary tool and use it similar to a router, but stress this is not meant to be a router, but it can be used for one. Put that aside right there and come back to that. We have a shield, protective shield. Pretty nice to have. Now I've seen these from other manufacturers, name brand manufacturers sell these for anywhere from $8 to $12 a piece. Glad this came into the case. We have a little barrel of polishing compound. There we go. There we go. I'm going to try to get this out of here. Let's see if I can get that out. Maybe I can't, but I don't really know how they put these in these tubes. I think they put it in there when the paste is more in a liquid form. But what do I do with the top to that? Here it is. Put this back and we'll come back to this. Here we have some, let's see, what is in here? I'm thinking that they're going to be cut-off discs. Correct. Cut-off discs. Now these are very fragile. In fact, I'm going to show you how fragile they are. Look how easy they break. No, not just this brand of this type disc break this easy, but almost every rotary tool brand that I've used in the past, these break very easy. So I'm going to stress right now, when you're using these, wear your safety glasses, but we'll come back to that again later too. You throw all those in the trash, go and get rid of them. Okay, here we have another little nice little tray of accessories. So, let me move this out of the way. Let's go through this accessory box real quick. Here we have the little snaps. Okay, right here we have well, can't get it out of there. There we go. Here we have sanding disc. And I'll go over here in a little bit how to put those on the proper mandrel. Okay, we have some polishing pads. We have, some of these are, for me, they're hard to get out of the packaging. We have 3 of these cut-off discs for cutting metal or a plastic or something similar to that. Now these are not actually grinding pads or discs, more of a cutting disc. Okay, below that we have, let's see if I can get all these out right here. I don't have great feeling in the tips of my fingers. It's been happening more and more the older I get, but that's why I'm using one of these to help me get these out of here. There we go. Whoops. Come on. Let's just do that. There we go. Now we have 2, 3 of these diamond coated cutting discs. Might be hard to see, but you might be able to get a little bit closer. You might be able to see the grit that's in these. Now these are best used wet, just like any other diamond cutting apparatus or whatever you have. These are little metal, like saw blades, and me personally, I don't like these at all. So, I do appreciate them putting them in this kit, but these are so unsafe, especially for kids. So if you're giving this kit to a child of yours, or grandkids, or neighbors' kids, or whoever, go ahead and take these out and ruin them, because these are probably the most dangerous thing in this kit right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw those in the trash. Don't want anything to do with them. Okay, well, here's another one. Got away from us. So let's take that third one. I'm just going to go ahead and bend that up. Now a little tip to the manufacturer or the seller of those. Take those out of your kit. We have sanding drums. Let me see how many of these we get of each size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6 of the larger type sanding drums. We can just put those right there. And it looks like we have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 of the smaller size. Okay, these pink grinding wheels. How many of these do we have of each one? Come on now, get out of there. I could just dump all these out, couldn't it? It might be a lot easier. Sorry about that, folks. My battery died and I had to recharge it. Then while it was charging, I went and had some lunch. So anyway, back to these. We have the 4 bullet shaped, or some people call these cone shaped grinding burrs. Not burrs, but grinding, well, anyway, 2-cylinder types. So these will work for most anything you'll have to do around the house. There are some that, the brown ones, the green ones, and the white ones, that will have different grits than these, but these will be sufficient for what you have in your shop or your house or whatever. Let's see here. Let's go with this. We have the sanding drum mandrel. And what you do with this is put your sanding drum on there. You can get your wrench, whatever I did with the wrench. Let's see here. I'll just grab another one over here. Had one handy. Now I like to put these in the tool itself before I tighten these up, mainly because it's easier to hold on to this part. So what you do is just put it in there and just tighten it up with this provided wrench or screwdriver. So we're going to come back to that. Anyway, the idea is the more you tighten it, the more this rubber will expand from this washer pushing down, which will make the rubber expand. Anyway, pretty simple process. So what else we have in here? You just go ahead and take all these out right here. Same process on the smaller size. We have, get all these out of here. I'm going to try to do these together for the like-minded accessories. So just 1 second here. Probably would have been easier if I dumped them out, but right now it is what it is. Here we go. Okay, we have 1, 2, we have 3, we have 4 drill bits. Here we go. They look to be 2 different sizes. Total of 4 drill bits. So we're going to come back to these. We're going to put these right here. We have 1 straight, let's see, 1 straight nylon, not nylon, wire brush. And we have 1 wire brush like this. Come on, focus. There we go. One of those wire brushes. We have, let's see here, 1, 2 of these. I'll put one of them in here and hold one in my hand. We'll come back to this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 different sizes and shapes of the diamond coated grinding burrs like this. So we've got 8 of those, anywhere from the straight cylinder type to the teardrops type, and we have a pointed one. Anyway, 8 of those. Useful, very useful. We have 1, 2, 3 different, let's see, there we go, 3 different burrs for metal or plastic or anything like that for getting off the rough edges. We have a round one and 2 cylinders. We have, let's do this one first. We have the screw mandrel, there we go, which is right there. Screw mandrel, and this is for the polishing wheels. So you see that little hole right there in the center. We just put that in and turn to the right. So this will be ready for your polishing compound. So we're going to hold on to that one for a minute. We have 2 of these. We only need 1. I'm just going to take one of these apart, and you will see that there's a screw on the end. It has 2 little red washers. So these little red washers are really easy to lose. So when you load these up, we have the screw and 1 little red washer. And we're going to, just for an example, we're just going to take this, insert it into that right there. Take the other red washer, put it on here, put this back on. I'm going to do this finger tight. Then once I actually put this in the tool is when I'll take that wrench and tighten that up. So that's the basic loading of these tools right here. So this right here, you load these cutoff wheels the same way you do this, and also these sanding pads in this other drum right here. You load those the same way as you did this. So let me put all these back, and let's talk about the tool itself. I'm going to put you on pause. Well, let's just do this. I'm just going to move all these to the side right here. The tool itself, right here, it looks very similar to the popular brand that is owned by Bosch, which is very similar to the Dremels. But I see one thing right off the bat that I'm really impressed with. This one comes with the chuck that has the 3 jaws in it right there. You see when you tighten it up, sort of like a drill. Now, very, very few rotary tools come with this accessory right here. And I do know that the Dremel brand itself, just this piece right here sells between $8 and $12, somewhere in that range. So yeah, this is a very, very good item to have. Okay. To load these things, we're just going to use this as an example. This is it stops the spindle from turning. So you're going to want to just put this in here. Now keep in mind, I might be the only one that's going to tell you this on YouTube, on the YouTube. So a lot of people take their mandrels and push them all the way down, such as especially with the sanding drum mandrels. But these, you don't push these all the way down. But any mandrel that you use, it doesn't matter which one, do not push it all the way down. Let's just put this as an example. Do not push it in all the way. pull it out. Well, you can push it in all the way, but then pull it out 1/8 of an inch or so, and then tighten it up. Now, the main reason for that is a lot of these tools, not just rotary tools, but like the bigger size routers, are on the inside of the shaft that these manuals sit into. The inside of the shaft will be flat. Well, they should be flat, right? But a lot of them are just rounded over. So if you put a squared off rod into a rounded hole all the way in, it's not going to fit snug. So if you pull it out a little bit, it won't be on that rounded portion. I hope I'm explaining this right. So it's like putting, well, like this. If this is the inside of your chamber right here, if you put a square tube in all the way with it being rounded, it's going to want to push it out a little bit when you tighten it up. So go about this far, 1/8 of an inch or so from the end before you tighten it up. That way you'll be flat like this, more secure, right? Instead of like this, it won't be as secure. Anyway, just a safety feature right there, the tip I'll throw in there. So we're going to tighten this up, finger tight. Then you'll take your wrench. It has a little area on here that you can just tighten up a little bit. There we go. And that's how you load these accessories on here. Okay, let's go a little bit further with this. It looks like a 6-foot cord. I'm just guessing at that. I'm not looking at the owner's manual. But most of these will have a 6-foot cord. And just holding it like this, you know, arm's length like this. So I'm 5'10", so almost the fingertip to fingertip is almost your total height. So this is short about 6 or 8 inches. So I'm going to say this is a 5.5 foot cord, 5-foot cord or so, something like that. Close enough, right? Like I said, I'm not looking at the owner's manual yet. So 5-speed, I just plugged it in. 5-speed, 1, 2, there you go. And for a rotary tool, this is pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. So on my phone, I have a decibel meter. Let me see if I can find it on here. Just 1 second. There we go. Right here on the bottom, sound meter. I don't know if you can read that. Free app you can get from Play Store or whatever. Now just my normal talking voice. It's going up to around, I don't know, between 50 and 60, whatever. You can see this little right here going up and down. Okay. There is a little noise in the background. TV's on in the other room. Okay, let's see how loud this is. So I'm going to say around 70 on speed 1. We should go ahead and go up to speed number 5. Decibels went down. One. Huh, that's weird. The more RPMs, the less vibration, the less noise decibels that put out. So, okay. And I can tell you right now that's a lot less than some of the other tools. So right now we're just going to remove this and go over a couple of little features on here. So lock that in place. Take this out, drop it right there. We have two brushes, one on each side under these screws, and if you look in here, there's two extra brushes come with the kit. Not too many rotary tools will come with extra brushes, so that's a very good plus. I'm hoping that doesn't mean that it goes through the brushes quick, but we'll find out. This thing has a air vents right here blowing out. A little bit blown out on these. Got the cord with the reinforced cord right here. That's a good feature. Turn it off. We have the hanging loop right here. There we go. And we have the thumb guard. So, this kit also comes with the flex shaft, which is right here. Let me take this out. And the flex shaft is similar to an accelerator cable right here. So we're going to take this off. Put it right there. Take this cable, put it in there. Now again, I'm not going to push it all the way in. So we're going to pull it out a little bit. Then we're going to lock it in. Hold that button. Tighten it up. I'm going to take this. Tighten it down on there. There we go. Let me get my phone out of the way here. Let's close all. Okay, here's your flex shaft. Now, some people will prefer not to work with the flex shaft, but using this, you have a little bit different style or different grip ability on this. You can hold it right here or down here. It doesn't really matter, whatever you prefer. Yeah, but some people prefer using the flex shaft, some people don't, so personal preference. Now, when you do use a flex shaft, you need to keep this as straight as possible. So if you could hang this up and use a flex shaft, you know, like this, it'll last longer, keep it from getting kinked up. Inside this bag right here with the owner's manual, there's the wrench that goes with the tool. Now you see this collet right here, and you'll see this. In reality, you're supposed to use this collet with the flex shaft, but we just proved that you could use it with the, I'm going to call it the universal jaw that's on here. So, in reality, see this little hole right here? It comes with this little, it's not an Allen wrench because it's completely round. Just put it in there, turn this a little bit until you know that it's locked into place, and then you can use this to tighten up putting your accessories in, such as this. So we'll just open that up a little bit, put that down in there, about right there. Then we'll use our wrench and tighten it up, just like we do on the body of the tool. So anyway, great little thing to have. Depending on the job is what I'll determine on use a flex shaft or not flex shaft. But it's a great addition to the kit. Great addition to the kit. Now the brand that is sold at Home Depot and Lowe's, this little flex shaft is anywhere from $25 to $30 each. So having it come with this kit is a great bonus. Okay, this little thing right here, let me take this off. Right here, we're not going to need this for the time being. Take that off, loosen this up, take that out. I'm just going to put this aside right here. This will go this way for a, where'd it go? Somewhere in here is my thumb guard. But anyway, you put this on here, I don't know, probably fell on the floor, to help prevent sparks or if you're sanding, help prevent stuff from flying off into your face or other parts of you that you would not want to get damaged. So anyway, nice little safety shield. Let's see. Fits on there very good. No issues there. So let me pause the camera. Let me find this little thumb guard. There it is. There we go. It was in this clear tray right here the whole time. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is take one of these drill bits, just a general drill bit that comes with a case, it comes with a kit. I am going to load it into here. Tighten it up. Now I am going to use the wrench and tighten it up. Where'd my wrench go? There we go. There's one in the bag, but this just happened to be on the table over here. We're just going to tighten that up, and we are going to see how good this drills into this 3/4 inch piece of pine right here. Now, if you cannot drill into pine, you might as well not even use the tool, right? So, I'm not going to put pressure down. In fact, for this experiment, I'm just going to hold it by the cord and let the weight of the tool determine how long it takes to drill through this 3/4 inch piece of pine, warped pine. So, I'm going to try to drill right down through this hole right here. So, I'm going to turn it on high, holding it like this. First I'm going to place it. Okay, there we go. Saw the smoke come out. It's burning this. So let's go at a little bit slower speed this time. Okay. Already burnt this drill bit. Y'all saw the smoke coming out. So that tells me that these drill bits aren't the best of quality right there. Oh well. So let's put that aside. Let's do something else. Where'd my little wrench go? There it goes. Take this off of here. So right now I can tell you that I personally will not be using these drill bits. In fact, I'll probably just go ahead and toss those in the trash because I don't want to ruin a project, right? So let's take this thing and let me find a piece of metal over here. I have this piece of snips that are missing the bolt right here. Picked up at a flea market for, I think, $1 I gave for these. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to polish. Just going to polish this right here. I'm going to load this up, put it in. I'm going to push it all the way in, right? Then pull it out. There we go, close enough. I'm going to tighten this up with a wrench. Grab the paste right here. That's not it. Here we go. Here's the paste. Now it's ideal if you can get this paste out of the little drum that it's in. But sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. So if I played with it a lot more, you see it cracking right there. Not a big deal. Anyway, I'm going to take this and just load up the paste right here. You already see where I'm doing some polishing. Then I'll just come back with a rag of some sort and just wipe that off. And you can tell where I've done a little bit of polishing. Of course, this works better and you can see better results if you're doing like tarnished brass, which I didn't have any right here ahead of me. But anyway, that's how you polish, the very basic of how to polish. So let's see here. Let's take this right here. Take this out of here. Whoops. That grinder piece just fell on the floor. And of course it fell where I can't reach, so I'll just grab another one. Right here. Let's just put that in there. Tighten that up. Now I'm going to stress again, anytime you use a rotary tool, you should be wearing some type of safety glasses, and preferably a dust mask. So, since I don't really want to sharpen this blade right here, I'm just going to go on the edge right here and show you what's up with this. You see where, right there? There we go. Little quick intro of how to grind. Very basic. So, in this little kit comes the owner's manual, user manual, a wrench, and that little collet I showed you earlier, and the extra set of brushes. So, my overall opinion on this kit. Of course, I didn't go through everything, and we don't have time for that. But Goxawee, however you pronounce it. And like I said earlier, I think it's going to be between approximately $30 on Amazon. I don't think you can go wrong with this, especially since you get the flex shaft attachment and this piece right here, Multi Chuck. This Multi Chuck on the other brand sells for around $8 to $12. I'm going to say $10 at the big orange box store. So this one piece right here pays for almost half of the kit by itself. Goxawee. Correct me on my pronunciations. I don't think you go wrong with this. For the price, out of 1 out of 10, 10 being the best, I'm going to give this an 8.5. Check it out on Amazon. Links below. My name's Carl. I do appreciate you watching.